Hey guys, this is GamerCal. Welcome to the Genius of Sephiroth Touhou edition. So, yeah, there isn't really a non-Touhou edition. I keep making that reference, but whatever. So, this stage coming up is going to be quite a thing, but before we go there, there's a few things I would like to take care of, but I'm only going to take care of one of them, and that is specifically going to be with a formation that we can actually get at this time. So, I have set myself up for maximum power towards Satori's poison infliction condition stuff right now. So we are going to use self-induced hypnotism. It's part of her eye tree that increases her offensive stats and induction at the cost of some defense. And everybody else is going to defend so she can get her stats up. And then we are going to use Yomu's half phantom attack to halve resistance and cast Poison Art. And if I have set this up right, resist down comes in and Toxic has been inflicted. So Toxic is the absolute highest status level for poison. It cannot be removed by normal means, and essentially what that means for us is that, you know, the Satori is currently set up to do as much damage that way as possible. But if you manage to kill an enemy using Toxic whilst Alice is in the party, or, you know, when you've got Alice, which is obviously you would have by now, and you go to the Garden of the Sun, you can actually get yourself a formation here. Now, we haven't seen any of these yet, but characters will start giving us formations soon enough. You know, there are certain other conditions that need to be applied, like I think it's reach level 35 for Reimu, or kill a certain amount of enemies with Marissa, etc, etc. So this formation I actually thought was impossible to get until the very end of the game the first time I played, like the very end of post-game. But with a bit of ingenuity and a lot of poison enhance, you can actually get this pretty early on. So, the Poison Shield formation is one of the most powerful formations in the game. Actually, this will likely be our mainstay for most high-end boss battles. So, as it says, it's a 1-4 defensive formation, so you can see everybody else at the back is pretty well sort of protected from stuff. They don't have any bonuses, but they have they do have the resist poison, so that's always nice. And your front girl gets speed, defense, and resistance increases. Plus, they get targeted about 76% of the time. If you put a really heavy tank up front here, they are going to be very, very well defended. Especially, say, Alice here. And because all of the back row is in the same column, you can use Alice's marionette skills to defend that entire column really easily. This formation is absolutely brilliant for Alice-centric stuff, and we will most definitely be taking advantage of that in the upcoming stuff, really. So, with that all said, let's just go ahead and you may be wondering why there is a duplicate picture on the bottom thing there. Well, let's just go ahead and show why. So, Eientei, another one of my favourite songs in this game actually. I just love the atmosphere of this song. We're here at Eientei. We have covered a lot of different games by now. Conclusion with the true culprits. Yes, we are most definitely concluding this game right now. Right? Who are the real culprits? We shall find out soon enough. It's so exciting! But why would Wherein do this? That's the thing, like, Wherein has to be the mastermind behind this because, you know, Kaguya doesn't really do anything, right? But yeah, Wherein has been giving medicine out, so why would she be the one who's actually part of the incident? You know, that doesn't make any sense, right? Well, Notori has one rather morbid idea here. I guess that sort of testing is something that Notori would probably do. But yeah, why would Erin be doing this? That is the question. But that is why we're here, to find out why she's doing this. So let's just go, right? I don't think you'll be overlooking regardless, Reimu. That doesn't sound like you at all. But, spoilers! Who's there? Well, it's Mokou. Our final picture for the day. Yes, Mokou is here, so we finally get to see Mokou coming in. This, if you had Mokou already, then she would be here in the party and we wouldn't get this cutscene. But yeah, this is Mokou's home after all. Not Eientei itself, but the bamboo forest is home. So she's basically followed us from the village, the human village. But yeah, well, what wouldn't she be doing there? She's protector of it, right? Yeah, tasked with keeping watch. So that's what she does. And we are here because we are punishing evildoers. I love the way Aya sounds so like excited about all that, and naturally Mokou's like, what the heck are you talking about, woman? But yeah, of course we know about the incident and we think the culprits are here, and that naturally triggers a reaction from Mokou because Kaguya is involved, and she's like, I'm gonna kill her again, and she'll just revive herself again. But you know, yeah, we're here to ask questions about the hooray, so that's what we think, which triggers Mokou to basically join up with us, like spontaneously. We don't have to do anything with Mokou. But yeah, she obviously has that really bitter rivalry with Kaguya, and so she's going down, basically. And that's gonna be that. We've got an unexpectedly strong ally, heck yeah. Of course it does. Well, that's part of the fun, right? So, let's just head on inside, and of course we have her formation as well now, the Hinatori Heaven Dance, or Sky Dance as it's referred to, I believe, in the actual stuff here. But yeah, now Mokou will appear in all of our stuff, and Satori doesn't really know what's going on here, because, well, Eientei is known for its tricky illusions, right? There are the two pathways. The architecture indeed just changed. Raisin is known for her trickery after all. There are two pathways to follow here. That's hallucination. Yes! Way to break the fourth wall there, Yomu. But yes, there are two different routes to follow here. And that's, yeah, it harkens back to Imperishable Night itself, which did have two separate endings, that you had to do the A route first, which was the bad ending, and then you could go and do the good ending, which was actually fighting Kaguya. So something similar goes on here. Unfortunately, that means we have to split up, and that's going to be a thing. Yeah, basically the idea is, even if one side is trapped, the other side will be trapped. The other side will surely make it, and they can proceed. And that's all that matters, right? So that's what we're gonna do. Satori just stands there looking really worried about the whole situation. Well, if both sides are trapped, then we'll just get through. because that's what we do. There isn't an answer for that. Yeah. So we have to go in 2 separate grips. However, okay, question for people, what is a tatami room? Is it just a, is that just what the Japanese name is for like restaurant, or the translated Japanese name is for restroom or whatever, or like lounge sort of place? Because I don't actually know what that means. So yeah, girl chicken cell. Oh dear, Aya's newspaper is a thing. Yeah. Kaguya's artwork is exceptionally cute in this game, by the way. I absolutely adore her sprite work in this game. I don't really like Kaguya that much. Don't really like a lot of the cast of Eientei that much, to be honest, but I will say that Kaguya looks so super cute in this game. Just look at that face. She's adorable. We didn't even request it, it was just placed here. Yep. Well, yeah, there really isn't, because Kaguya is never allowed out, right? Yeah. Eren sounds extremely suspicious throughout this, I must admit. And she now knows. Look at that face! It's so cute! I never really gush over stuff like this, but it's just way too cute. I really do love a lot of the sprite work in this game. Like, Eren doesn't look quite so good, I must admit. But she doesn't look bad, it's just, you know, most of this artwork is cute style and Eren's not cute. But yes, the trespassers have arrived. We are here. And took us long enough, but yeah, we're finally here. And so we have these two. Tei being her usual self. Yes. So essentially we're here, and so these two have to defend the place. Yes, use all your strength to repel the invaders. Yeah. Oh, Tei is just ridiculous as always. Raisin's gonna be in for it. And pouty face number 3. Those who want to stay healthy shouldn't be so active. The mist doesn't even really penetrate the bamboo forest that much, does it? And yeah. Of course. Of course. Poor Raisin. I don't know what you're laughing at, Tei. You're going to get it pretty soon. So yeah, if it's an order, not really much you can do about it, so yeah. No, it doesn't really sit too well with me either, but hey, that's just what we have to deal with, right? Yeah. So yeah, those two will be preparing their own little traps for us, I guess. So yeah, Eren is acting exceptionally suspiciously here. Could we really be at the end of the incident resolution here? I mean, she certainly does seem like a culprit. Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh dear. Eren is just like, what am I gonna do with you? I mean, she even has a freaking TV in there as well. So, we need to set party stuff up, but I'm not going to set them up just yet because, well, a couple of reasons. I want to show off the way this all works first. So, in order to switch between parties, you actually get a help thing here for that. Use the select button to switch between parties. That is actually my start button for the map. Select is here. And this is the reason why we haven't set up immediately. you cannot change your equipment during your party split. So you have to set up your equipment before coming in. When you enter this stage, especially if you haven't already recruited Mokou, 99% chances you won't have any sort of equipment set up before you come in here. So if you want to do stuff like that, all you gotta do is head back out again. When you want to actually go ahead and start the stage, you talk to the help book there. Because if you try and just go on, the game will not let you. There is no exit plan there. If you want to leave this place, then you obviously go back down and you can go out and craft all the stuff. You leave straight to the overworld. We no longer have any tie to the thicket there. And because we've recruited Mokou, the bamboo thicket place with the Konami code and whatnot does not apply anymore either. So that is permanently locked away, but there were no items in there, just an early access to Mokou if you used the code. So, the way this is going to be set up is going to take a heck of a lot of editing from me, but the way this is going to set up is I'm going to basically run 2 sets of pictures. One set is going to be just a native recording set, which is for Party A, so you can already see who we're going to have in that party. The second set of pictures is going to be edited in for Party B. So whenever we switch between parties, there will be the corresponding pictures for each. That is going to take a lot of work, so this may not come out as a daily thing. It depends how many parts I have already done by then, because this is recorded pretty far in advance at this point. Let's see, I have cleared 2 stages more than have been uploaded at the time of doing this. So it will be a fair while. That's about a week, just over a week's worth of stuff. So I'll probably have enough time to get it up in a daily thing. But if it's not daily, then you will now know why. Just, as a thing. So, with that said, I need to set up the gear for my parties and whatnot, so rather than go through that all here, I'm just gonna pause the recording and we shall return and explain a little bit. I think I'm just gonna explain a little bit about the whole situation here, like how I've set up and why I've set it up the way I have, and then we're probably just gonna leave it. Even though it'll make for a shorter and, less exciting part, I guess. It's probably for the better, because if I do it this way, then I can focus my efforts on getting the entire place done in, two parts, the usual 2 parts plus 1 for maybe killing stuff, and then 1 for the boss, stuff that comes up. Whereas if I do it in if I do more of it just now, then it's just going to clutter things up a fair bit, because I have already gone through the poison shield stuff, I've already gone through having to do 2 parties and all that. So I'm going to set that up, and then we shall explain what's gone on, and when we are done, that'll be that. So I shall be back shortly.